It's a good hand. How about gambling my chests? Yeah, opening them and selling what I open to buy more. And, like, this has been the method I've used to not have to, like, buy tickets and to, like, just go, like, be able to X1 drop. I don't know if I'm just running really well or if this is, like, a good strat. I'm gonna say it's not a good strat. Let's just say it's not. But I have 4,400 play points with this strat despite X1 dropping, which is pretty good. Okay, so Belcher's a bad matchup. Our one saving grace is that we have 4 Cleansing Wildfire and the Blossoming Culms in the sideboard. So game 1 is like basically unwinnable if they have any resemblance of a functional hand, especially when we use the die roll like this. But in sideboard games, we're actually, I'd say, in decent shape. Yeah, X1 drop is really expensive, but I've just been running really well with this method of open the chest, keep the play points, sell what you get for more chests. Like, I just keep opening Endurances and Ragavans. I've opened I think like 5 Ragavans since I've been doing this and like 6 Endurances. It's been crazy. And I definitely have been running really well with this strat, but I'm gonna keep doing it too. Okay, probably dead next turn. Do you keep my playset? No, I just have, I just use a rental service. Concede to hide? Maybe. I'm trying to think, can I deal 14 damage? Not really. I'm getting like at least 1 Phoenix back next turn. What if they mess up their pile? How many chests do I think I've opened? Thousands, I don't know. Super Falcon, Twitch Prime, appreciate you. What's the S on my wall background? The S. Alright, help me find it. Alright, sorry, but there's a question mark up here. It's all falling apart, which I think is pretty flavorful. It's all falling and crumbling to dust. And sometimes I put some new stuff up there. I've got some new stuff to put up. I've got some question marks. It used to say, who was Everett Mohan? But it's just kind of crumbling. Or Mohan Everett, maybe it said. But now it's just crumbling. Which I think is pretty funny. Oh, no S. No S. Yeah, it's supposed to say why no kill, which is a meme on the channel. There's the kill down here. And then it also, at one point, the don't and the kill connected, so it was why don't kill, why no kill. Yeah, who is MTGO user aspiring spike, it said. But yeah, there's still the MTGO user aspiring spike over here. Yeah, it's all kind of crumbling though. Kind of like society. All right, I'll just make them show me that they stacked their deck correctly. You're 1 short of casting this. We get a Phoenix back on turn 2. It's not a bad draw. Where the Aspiring Spike nickname comes from. Unfortunately, there's not really a good story. I just was registering for my Magic Online account, and I was already someone that considered myself somewhat competitive, or I wanted to be competitive, and I just made the username. There's no real good story. Fixed all thing with Twitch Prime, appreciate you. Okay, they didn't miracle. They didn't miracle here. We got to untap. We're probably still dead, but we got to untap. Okay, so if I draw a gut shot, I can Phoenix back, but they're probably dead next turn. Doesn't really matter if I draw a gut shot or not, because getting the Phoenix back isn't that big of a deal. Wait, did they... Okay. Did they have Reforged this turn or something? Okay. Maybe they're trying to go for Reforged with Pact of Negation up. That's kind of what this seems like. Was ever Mohan taken? Or did I choose not to use it because it sounds like a Star Wars villain? Well... I don't know. I just feel like using your real name for like your Moto account is just not what I wanted to do. And when I started my Twitch account, oh, they're going for the Ascension line. Okay, let's see if they messed it up. When I signed up for my Twitch account, like I had already been using the Aspiring Spike Moto name for like 5 or 6 years or something, and that's what I wanted to go with. Hey Yama, good to see you, buddy. It's a big compliment, though, that my name sounds like a Star Wars villain. Okay, should I concede and just assume they did it correctly? I feel like there's like a pretty good chance they stacked their deck incorrectly, though. I'd say it's like 5% for them to mess up, which is, you know, probably enough of a percent to keep playing, right? They played around Dash Ragavan. Yeah, I think that's right. Recross should make you lose half your life total. I don't think they'd ever print a card like that. I don't think they'd ever print a 3-mana card where you could just stack your deck and lose half your life. Be too good with Death Shadow. They would also never even think about printing a card like that into Modern because of Thassa's Oracle. They would never think about printing Doomsday into Modern because of Thassa's Oracle. Okay, so they've got the Bala Ged recovery loop. Okay, I'll give it to him. Ninja, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you, Jeb. So we have the Wildfires for this matchup. We have the Blossoming Calms. I cut the Pendings. Are we surpassing Ginger? I mean, Ginger and I have both gotten 4 trophies in a 24-hour time span. It's been pretty wild. I'll tell you that. But we're not surpassing at the moment. I think I'll play like 1 Wear Tear, maybe 2. I'll play 2 Wear Tear. Excited for these Wildfires, like Flashback Wildfire with Demilich. No, Trophy 32 is with the Jitter Rockrick deck. I got 4 in a row with Black Red, then Rockrick. Yeah, we could maybe play Deflecting Palm on our sideboard. The problem I have with Palm and Phoenix's sideboard is that your Hammer Time matchup is really good. And so, like, I feel like you lose a lot of equity there. When they Belcher? I don't know. If you win the first place trophy, well, I get a new trophy next time I put up trophies. Yeah, if I do this again, which I probably will, like, maybe I'll, like, I'm kind of thinking I'll do the trophy race in this season every year, like the winter season, since this is like the slow season, you know what I mean? But yeah, if I do the race again, I will commission new trophies so people can keep theirs. And I can write it off on my taxes. Okay, let's mulligan this. I don't love this one. Let's keep, though. When you update your trophy tracker on Twitter, would it be easier to say what changes made a deck rather than just screenshotting each one? I think it's better to screenshot each one, personally. But at least for the Rakdos list, I've had the same Rakdos list for like a couple weeks. I made like there was like 1 week where I made like 5 changes, and I've been, you know, kind of crushing with this list. I haven't really wanted to make changes. I know I haven't posted my most 2 recent trophies. I trophied on stream twice today. I'll be posting them later today. So upkeep, I can scour a bird into the yard. My opponent did mold to 5. Okay, so hold up, consider / blossoming calm. Yeah, I've been liking the needle in the sideboard. Like, it's good in a lot of matchups. I kind of want it for every Wrenn and 6 stack is a big part of it. Just have a good answer to Wrenn and 6 is nice. And then it's also good against Yawgmoth, Tron, Belcher. It's just like a pretty versatile sideboard card. You know, the needle also has diminishing returns too, where sometimes it can be awkward to draw multiple needles, but if you just play one copy, like the first copy is basically always good in those matchups. I think I get Fountain, consider. Let's graveyard that. Okay. Is there a card I wish was more playable in Modern? Yeah, your pet card. I don't know. I don't necessarily have any cards I'm like just dying to play with, because like at this point I don't necessarily have any particular pet decks. I'm just trying to figure out like what is good in the format, and that's like usually where my ideas start, is what is good, what is currently good. And I don't necessarily do a lot of thinking about what I wish is good, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, sorry, never mind Boon Satyr. I do have a soft spot for Boon Satyr, I can't lie. What formats do you like playing? I don't think there's a format I dislike playing. I really like Cube, I like Legacy, I like EDH. I liked Pioneer for a long time. I bet I would like Pioneer if I played it again, too. EDH in the group or in 1v1. I mean, I mostly prefer it in multiplayer, but I've enjoyed 1v1 EDH too. I've also enjoyed EDH Cube a few times, which is a nightmare, but it's like a really fun nightmare. EDH Cube, the way me and my friends used to do it was so bad too, where you would have a pack of commanders, and then you would do, I think, 4 50 card packs, or maybe one time we did 4 50 card and one time we did 8 25 card packs, and you would draft like a 100 card deck, and so like the drafting portion took like an hour, 2 hours, and then you'd have time for like one game. I've played Tiny Leaders. I actually I used to play Tiny Leaders on my LGS every week for like 2 or 3 months, and I'd never lost a single match of Tiny Leaders. I am X and O lifetime in the Tiny Leaders format. I played Azusa, and Azusa was pretty nuts. Played Constant Miss, Crucible of Worlds. I played the Glacial Chasm was a big part of the deck too. Deck was strong, I feel. Okay, I really need to draw a land for Manamorphose. Feels kind of bad that I didn't, I guess. Alright, got there. Oh, and I milled another Phoenix. Okay, so I can go Manamorphose, blue-white, and I'm just going to cast Blossoming Calm. Any 4th Phoenixes over there? No, but I did hit a Demilich. Demilich is not bad here. Guess I could have cast that first. Why not Scour them? Could Scour them, but the Blossoming Calm should give me protection. Maybe Scouring them is better. Should have considered it harder. Spice, give it the 9 months. Caw! Yeah, I feel like everybody's Tiny Leaders play group was like that, where someone just built their deck like way better for the format than everybody else. But I would have like Wasteland loops in the Azusa deck, which is pretty sick. Ghost Quarter people out of basic sometimes. Oh, it was also, I don't know how I missed it. The Azusa deck was mostly a Dark Depths deck. It was a really good Dark Depths deck too. If they want to Belcher you, can't they just do it on your upkeep? No, maybe they can. I have another Blossoming Calm now, but like it's kind of hard for them to like play Belcher and then cast a ritual and then Belcher again. Like Simian Spirit Guide being illegal makes it kind of tough to do that, right? It's possible, I suppose. But now I've got another Blossoming Calm, so they would need a Pact of Negation too. Which maybe they have. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get some water. I don't know what my opponent's plan is. I currently have hexproof, and usually their loop requires no. No. Their loop usually involves like looping direct damage spells, right? So I believe myself to currently be alive. They kill all the phoenixes. Yeah, I can get the phoenixes all back next turn, unless they use the exile spell. But I don't know. Let's just. Wait, they could give the Titans haste? How do they give the Titans haste? How do you haste the Titans? I've never seen that. With the angels? The angels give haste too? Oh, the song Mad Treachery. I see. Okay, well, I'll make my opponent do it. I got time. Man, when you play against these kinds of Belcher players, it's just like... it is a different game than playing against someone who doesn't know these loops. It is just like a completely different ball game. Anybody got any questions or fun stories or memes? These nut jokes? Any other EDH decks behind Sun SE? Right now Sunvada is my only commander. I used to have 3 EDH decks. I used to have an Orloro deck, which was like fully powered out. I had, Force of Negation, the original Dual Lands, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault. I got my Mana Vault for like $10. Mana Drain. And then I have like a decently powered up Safi green-white combo deck. And my Orloro deck was like a hard control deck with Omniscience. And then I also had like a pre-con Brea deck, and so the idea was that I could just play EDH with, kind of any level of player. And I played a lot back in the day. Ever played CEDH? I've played what some players might consider to be CEDH, but I don't know. I played a lot like before CEDH was a more defined thing, I guess, or at least like that's how I remember it. Like back when I played a lot of EDH in like 2012. I played a ton back then, and like 2012 to 2014, and so like back then like CEDH was like way less defined, but it's like I would say my Orloro deck was that, yeah. Yeah, Safi was a really cool commander. I had a foil copy of her, which was cool. What's the name of that pirate game on Steam? I feel like this is a D's Nuts joke. Have I played pre-modern? I haven't played any. I've heard, I don't know, like I'm not nostalgic for pre-modern, right? Because I started in Return to Ravnica, and I'm not really familiar with... I'm not as familiar with that card pool, right? Yeah, I do have a Blossoming Calm active, so we're making our opponent do it, Sea of Thieves. I played a little bit of that game. My brother gave it to me for Christmas one year. Not really my kind of game, I think. Is Updog good in Phoenix? What Updog? What's that? Any other TCGs other than MTG? I've played some, like... I guess no TCGs, but I've played some, like, other, like, deck-building card games, like Ascension. I don't know. I play so much Magic, I'm not, like, that interested in getting into other card games. Last book I read? The Strixhaven D&D book, probably. I don't know if that counts. What would be a judge call on this in paper? I don't know. I think you could probably shortcut this in paper. What about Slay the Spire? A lot of my friends really like Slay the Spire. I've never played it. I keep losing to dedicated spirits player. I'll just rocket advice. I feel like I haven't I usually win that matchup. I don't know exactly. I'd have to watch the games and see what you're doing wrong. Sometimes it's just variance, you know. I think you'll probably be fine. How long till the end of the race? So we have a long time till the end of the race, 42 days. Although it might be this game might still be going by the end of the race, though. My opponent might still be taking their turn 4. What's the good win percent? 69% is the only good win percentage. Consider putting remaining days in title. That actually seems pretty good. Yeah. A good suggestion. Let's go! Never give up, never surrender. I don't know. Did they just misclick? I wasn't paying attention. I guess against this, because they have Pyromancer's Ascension, I kind of want the extra wear tear too, now that I think about it. Easy. Easy. Man, Magic is so easy. You just sit and hang out, and your opponent eventually gives up. 10 doesn't have any wildfires. Doesn't have any white mana either. I think I'm supposed to keep, though. I'll put back the Gut Shot. Put back the Mending. Put back the Mending. A little greedy. They also notably don't have enough time on their clock to really do that next turn. I want to draw some wildfires. That sounds fun to me. Not a bad draw though. Okay, I don't think I need a second Blossoming Calm. As the opponent cooks to fetch with Ashiok board, they lose a life, their fetch land goes to the graveyard, and then they can't search. I saw that. I saw this mana cost. I was like, wildfire. All right. Yeah, we did 5-0 with the general. So they have Pact of Negation. I can't imagine not pacting here, yeah. GG. Opponent hasn't conceded, so, you know, I'll cast the Demilich, I guess, but... should be game over. I have Hexproof, and they're going to lose the game right now. Well, that was a convoluted, a really twisted path to victory, but we found it. We found the line. Not necessarily opposed. I'll keep this on the play against Luris. Does need to find a land. We've got a Serum Visions, which is very likely to find a land. Found one. Found one. Okay, let's do it like this. Get to scour the Lich into the yard. Any brews I'm currently working on? Yeah, there's a few. I usually like to kind of keep those a little bit, you know, hush hush, or I like to just kind of bring them to the stream when I'm ready, because a lot of the ideas I'm pretty confident aren't going to make it to the stream, or pretty big work in progresses, and I just like to, if I talk about them, I feel like people expect to see them on stream, and a lot of them don't make the cut, which is part of the reason why the stream works. I feel is that I do this amount of testing off stream. You know what I mean? All right, Manamorphose, Mending. Need to find a land. Okay, we did. So I'm going to be one spell shy of getting a Lich back this turn, unless I draw exactly Gut Shot off the Thought Scour. Okay. That's okay. What do you think the spiciest one you made that really want to work but wasn't quite there to make it stream? I don't know. It's like, because that's not really how that's not... Okay, the spiciest deck I've ever made that doesn't work is the Pioneer Taking Turns deck with Karn the Great Creator and Fires of Invention. Because that deck was awesome, and it was really, really fun. And Squat Chief, thankfully, did 5-0 with the deck. But it, you know, I even like took it to the stream saying, this deck is like very, very spicy, but like is maybe the worst deck I've ever brought to the stream. And so that's kind of, but for the most part, it's like I'm excited about decks when they do work. You know what I mean? I'm excited to play a deck when it is. Oh no, I can't get these Phoenixes down. We'll get them next turn. If only I had another Scour. Yeah, but yeah, does that make sense? Like, I'm not that excited for brews that don't work. I'm excited for ones that do. And usually, like, when I start to build a deck, I start because I think it has potential to be powerful or competitive. And so when that isn't the case, then I, get, a bit bummed rather than still want to play it because it's spicy. Oh yeah, I could also just hard guess the Phoenixes. So they are playing Saga. I don't know. It looks like they're Rakdos with Saga, and I have no feelings on Rakdos with Saga. No feelings at all. So I think I probably want like some Wear Tears. Some Wear Tears. Let me try about Mending and the Visions. I think I'll just play 2. Yeah, I agree that Rakdos with Saga is really bad. Just play regular red black or play Juns. Rakdos with Saga makes no sense to me. Let me just real quick. You played a Wandering Mind Yorion deck? Yeah, I've played a few. I've played mostly like a Reanimator Wandering Mind Yorion deck. But I've seen that some people play like Omnath with it too, which is fine. Okay, sorry about the delay, but this hand seems great. Got a Gut Shot for a 1-mana creature, have Salvaging plus Phoenix, and even have some Saga protection too. Yeah, it is possible that they were Junned without green. That is definitely true. So they should probably take my Salvaging, right? I guess it depends on their hand. They take the Wear Tear, so I guess I should assume that they've got a Saga over there. Sorry for rhyming. Won't ever happen again. I think I'll keep the Scour. I have the option to Phoenix next turn. I can go Manamorphose, Gut Shot, Salvaging. It might be better for me to Salvaging. Okay, well, I think I thought sees this. Yeah, we have Fran as my mana-based enforcer in the chat. No third lands? Okay. Pretty good for me. I think I'm discarding the Salvaging here. Where I need these 2 spells to like cast a Lich. Yeah, I got the Fran seal of approval on the red-black. Yeah, I'm really proud of the red-black mana base. Like a lot of like time and effort went into that. A Frana base, perhaps. You're welcome, Fran. That's a freebie. Yeah, I agree they're probably getting Graveyard Hate with Saga. Although, maybe we just kill their Saga, huh? Okay, so we get to Scour the Lich into the yard, cast the Lich as well. Let me cast the Lich. Oh, I guess I should cast the Tear. Never mind. Sorry, I thought I had one more spell active. All right, pretty good turn. Good luck. Yeah, I like the turn for Anabase a lot. It's pretty good. Resolves. Resolves. Okay, we milled over Phoenix and drew one. I could go for a lightning bolt. I suppose I could go for a lightning bolt here. A nice lightning bolt as a treat, huh? Why is Fire's not good at Modern? Well, one thing is that with the amount of like counter spells and discard spells in the format, it's kind of difficult to like have a Fires and like another 4-mana spell to like resolve in the same turn. That's just generally tricky. And if that's your plan, like it just, I think it's generally better to play like other engines of advantage. That being said, Fires of Invention is like a powerful engine with Time Warp. Like it is a somewhat fringe playable card, but for the most part, that's just not the best way. Like that, like Fires is really good in matchups also where both players are casting 4 and 5 mana spells every single turn, and you want to be double spelling quickly. Like you want to be casting 2 4 and 5 mana spells a turn before your opponent does, so you can overwhelm them in the mid to late game. But those, for the most part, that's just not what games of Modern are about. Like there are like some exceptions, like the Omnath Mirror, but like that's where those are the matchups where Fire shines, and that's like the dynamic of Pioneer and Standard games, but it's not really the dynamic of Modern games either. I don't love this hand. I think it might still be a keep. Let's try it. Might just keep these shock lands. Ragavan? Ragavan. Well, we have a lot of answers to that in the deck. We're Gutshot, Lightning Bolt, Prismatic Ending deck. Don't necessarily have any answers in the hand at the moment, though. I think I'm just going to take the hit. I'll guess this now, see if I find Gutshot, but I think setting up for like a Phoenix turn next turn is really important, and like if I was like guaranteed to find an answer to Ragavan off Consider, maybe I'd cast that instead, but I'll just take the hit. Notably, I also found this matchup to be really good, so I'm happy to see it. Yeah, we did 5-0 with Rockrick. We 5-0 with Red-Black earlier today and Rockrick. Ooh, that was a good hit for them. Although if they cast that, that means they're not holding up Counterspell. Yeah, it's been a really good day so far today. 2 trophies on stream is like, it's difficult to do, doesn't happen all that often. Okay, they could have casted Manamorphose for a free card there, and they just said, no, I don't like free cards, actually. Yeah, do you have any idea of when you're coming back, Fran? Obviously, family stuff takes priority, but just let me know. We'll definitely have to give you some spike raids, huh? Whoops. Baby's been demanding, I imagine. Late January, early February. Yeah, best of luck to you. Really wish we found like one more creature there. Gutshot's a little late to the party as well. Okay. So how happy am I if they counterspell my Gutshot? I think somewhat happy. I think I'm still gonna gut shut now. 3 hours at most. Oh no. Babies get progressively more difficult. Yeah, a lot of, so many people had babies like last month. Esther too, she keeps talking about, Everett, please help with the child. And I'm like, I got a trophy race to win. Okay, they also missed out on 2 damage there, so that's pretty good. They also certainly have another Murktide in their hand if they're going to leave 2 spells here. So we've got some... Gotta draw well, I suppose. You have a child? I was joking. I'm not neglecting a child. Yeah, let me try to find a gut shot, I guess. Oh no, I discarded my other white source. Okay. Also can't cast the Lich. A lot of times I feel like something is clearly a joke, and I guess maybe sometimes I get trolled by people pretending to not get the joke. Okay. Oh no, the gut shot was there. Okay, it feels bad. Okay, but I can discard here. And I guess I discard the Lightning Bolt 2 so that I can cast Demilich for a mana after I gut shot this. Suppose I cast the one from the hand. Or I could leave this one in hand to Mending away. Got plenty of stuff to exile too. So I really firmly believe one of their 2 cards is Murktide. So if they next turn just cast Murktide, this one will be a 6/6, and I can double block. Okay, they have the other one's card is a heat, so I guess I'm chump blocking. They're gonna have 1/6/6 Murktide, 1/7/7 Murktide. Why did they heat before I declared attackers? It was just a mistake. That's like the 3rd mistake they've made this game, you know. Okay, so I need to draw. It's gonna be really hard to get the Phoenixes back, and I think if I don't get them back, I lose. Yeah. Okay, let's go to game 2. Yeah, I did see the new Spider-Man. Thanks for asking. I saw it on Christmas with Esther. I liked it a lot. That was great. Liked it a lot. No spoilers, of course. Phil, thank you for 2 months. Appreciate you. You're good. You're good. No worries. No, I don't think you're going to play Pyro since she has an alternate win con, especially because it also relies on the graveyard. Seeing 2 is pretty good. I don't know what that is, Jeff. But upon your recommendation, I'll definitely watch it. Yeah, Aria Flame is like what you would play in that spot, but this deck is actually really good at fighting through graveyard hate, like surprisingly good at fighting through the hate, so I usually find that it's not an effect I really want. I guess we keep this. Gutshot's really nice to have in the opening hand. Do I have to see Sing 1 first? Does red-green have any sorceries playable modern? You got Lava Spike. Light up the stage. Traverse the Uverin wall, kind of. You're probably looking for Traverse the Uverin wall, though. Land, I summon thee to the top of the library. Thank you. Just that easy. Hear me, did answer the call! Spirebluff Canal! To the hand! Alright, they put a iteration in the yard, which would indicate that they're a land light hand. Is Trinisphere a decensitive Chalice, a 4-color Rockrick deck? No. No. Sorry. You need to play Chalice. Okay, our draw's been a bit awkward. Could get a little greedy with this Manamorphose. We're 22 cards deep without seeing a creature, too. Be fine. That just means there's a lot of creatures in these next 36 cards. Okay, can Prismatic Ending this. They're stumbling. Any stumblers in the chat? I think I'm gonna discard this Scalding Tarn first. Okay, I guess we discard second Tarn. So one spell cast so far this turn. There's a Demilich. So let me Faithfully Mend. Discard Lich. I think I'll discard Path. Like, if I need Path, I can potentially flash it back with the Lich. Okay, so I'm just gonna spend a mana instead of gut shotting to play for 0 mana, of course. Exile. Okay, one creature in top 33. Yeah, we did get the 5-0 last league. Okay, they put Visions in their graveyard because it's not a land. Hit me for 3 down to 10. I start off the turn by casting Consider. I put Mending in the graveyard. Serum Visions, cast. Alright, gonna be a good turn. Strike one of my liches down, and apparently 2 will take its place, huh? So I might upkeep cast the Salvaging. Yeah, we have 4 Phoenixes in the bottom 21 cards too. My opponent has still not found their second land, which is kind of unlucky. I noticed you discard Lich often in spots where I play from hand. Yeah, I discard it pretty aggressively. Weird game. Yeah, weird game for sure. Okay, I like the sideboard plan. I'm gonna click submit. I feel like this deck is pretty hard to play, but it's kind of Phoenix is in that bad spot where it's both like really hard to play and only good in certain metagames. But I do think it's good in this metagame. Alright, I like this hand. Let's keep this. Is Demilich good? Demilich is better than Arclight Phoenix. I know that's a hot take, but it's been like pretty consistently the case that I feel that Lich is better than Phoenix. Just by like a little bit. And obviously Phoenix is better in some spots, but I feel that that's true. Okay, that's a good draw. Gut-shotting Ragavan feels so good. Yeah, if it had haste, I don't know. Would it be better if it had haste? Would it be worse if it had haste? It's hard to tell. It would be actually broken if it had haste, I feel. I can keep a land. It's a really good draw. We do need to resolve this Mending, or the Salvaging. No, although not every opponent knows how important it is to counter Salvaging for whatever that's worth. We'll see if my opponent knows. I at least have the backup salvaging, I guess, too. So imagine this gets countered and then it can go Sacred Foundry, bolt you, get 2 Phoenixes back, hit you for total of 9, down to 9. Call. Oh, sorry, down to 7. I feel like the chances of me getting another Phoenix are like basically 0, but what's nice about casting this Manamorphose is my opponent counters it. I do have a lethal Lightning Bolt. So now Gutshot is also lethal, and I get to cast Lich too this turn. Okay. So let's bolt them and then spend a mana on the Lich so I can save this Gutshot for Phoenix spell count next turn. So let's exile Salvaging, second Gutshot, one of the 2 Manamorphoses, one of the 2 bolts. And then if they counterspell this, I could Gutshot and then replay, but they didn't counter it. They have Petty Theft, I guess. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why my Demiliches are they're 4/3s. I don't know what the deal is. All right, so I do need to find a spell. I've got 2 looks. Discard the Lich here. There we go. It'd be pretty hard for my opponent to win from this position. Anything is plausible with a Colossus on your side, but gonna be tough. Alright, 3-0. When was last team playing? Says 4-color Omnath with Kihira. So this looks like the deck list. Looks like a Deceive pile. This hand's pretty good if it draws a land. I think I have to go to 5 though. I do think this match was pretty good, but obviously you could just roll a 5 and not have a hand. Okay, hand's fine if it draws a land. I have 2 looks. Two Rest in Peace on the board, 2 Chalice too. Okay, there's a land. Have I made the cut if I'm winning or losing my 9th race? I'm up on play points. I have like 4,200 play points. But I haven't like cashed out tickets because I just put all my tickets into treasure chests. My strategy is put all my tickets into treasure chests and just keep re-rolling treasure chests with all my tickets, and it's been a good way for me to stay infinite. But in general, it is, of course, a lot less profitable to play this way. Like, I've incorporated this bold gamble strategy to keep afloat, and it's been going really well. How many play points to start the race with? Maybe like 2,000 something. Like, because I mean, I'm always like brewing off stream and dropping. Like that's a pretty. Oh, they have Teferi to stop my rebound. But I'm like always brewing off stream and dropping, even when the race isn't happening, so I can tune lists quicker. But with the race going on, I'm definitely dropping more. No, you can't open a trophy in a treasure chest. Pretty close to conceding this game, to be honest. Feels bad. Just have a totally mold to 5 non-functional hand. Buying chest and sun, the contents is plus EV. It's been plus EV for me. Like, I don't want to give you guys financial advice, but I've opened like 5 Ragavans and 6 Endurances, like recently, and it's just like, It's been really nuts. It's been really nuts. I've just been going up and up and up and up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very stopping rebounds. Just what can you do? I mean, if I draw a land, I actually get both Phoenixes back. Of course, didn't draw the land. Liquidate your assets into Moto chests. This matchup doesn't seem outstanding. I mean, it's really easy to say that when I mull to 5 and have a non-functional hand, but I feel like usually this matchup is fine. I know it doesn't look good because I mulled to 5 and had like a completely non-functional hand. I agree that it's not looking great right now. I think I should go for Consider here. Because I could find another Phoenix, and I could also find a Gut Shot. I think I just need to take the high upside play. Wait, I only have one Phoenix in the yard? I really thought I had two. Oh, man. Well, I guess we're dead. Nice. I'll concede to the Rimble and we'll go to game. I know they have no spells yet, but it's pretty over there. I saw that they have Chalice and Recent Peace in their sideboard from the MTG bot, so I'm going to side in the 3 Wear Tears. I think I'm going to cut just the 3 Gut Shots. Seems fine. Could see playing 1 Gut Shot over the 4th Ending, but I think I like this plan. You don't consider the bot cheating? No, any player is capable of Googling your opponent's username and seeing what MTG Goldfishes they've 5-0'd with lately. It's like a really common practice. All it does is Google it for you. Like that's just part of Magic Online to like have the ability to Google your opponent's name and see what they 5-0'd with lately. It's just everybody does it, and it's not. I wouldn't consider it cheating. No, it's just a Googler. You could bring an Ashiok on the play. Especially nice because you can mill yourself. I think I'm not going to, though. Yeah, in leagues, not a lot of people do it. Everybody has the option to. A lot of people do. But in challenges, like, it's very common practice every round, just Google your opponent's name. And because there's no way to, like, enforce people not doing it, just like the only way for it to be even is for everybody to be able to do it. Yeah, I agree. It's a lot like playing against the person at LGS. You're like likely to know what they're playing. We got 32 with the General Rockrick deck. Saying no way to enforce this everybody has the same logic as ghosting streamers. I mean, it is, right? Like, I get ghosted. It happens. There's also nothing I can do about it. I do consider ghosting to be cheating, but I don't consider looking up what decklist your opponent's 5-0'd with lately to be cheating. I think it's really hard to make a cohesive argument that is. But you know, maybe you can. Ashiok is mostly for Titan, but you also bring it in against like Dredge and Reanimator. Yeah, I agree. I think most people view the 5-0 dumps as public information, and like your live hand is not public information. Like, there's no way like you play a normal match of Magic and you just know what your opponent's hand is. Yeah, but you know, I'm also someone that like is constantly posting my deck lists and tweeting about them. I have a stream decker with all my deck lists, so I feel like I feel fine doing it. Okay, let me just ending the red and 6 this turn. Definitely, you know, this has always been something that Phoenix struggles with. It's like just when it doesn't draw any creatures, it can spin its wheels a bit too much. I drew answers to Chalice Rest in Peace. My opponent didn't have Chalice Rest in Peace. Another classic problem. He changes to Fiddlebender. Not yet. You might see me main deck some Dispatches though, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, need to find some creatures. Alright, blue-white for Mending this time. I guess I could make blue-red and then bolt the red and 6 and cast Mending. Alright, that's at least one creature, huh? 3 spells cast so far. Definitely not looking too good, though. Alright, 4 mana for Prismatic Ending. Not the most mana-efficient play over there, but my hands a little clunky. I don't have anything to punish them with. I think I'll just main phase this, discard a Wear Tear. Cast a Serum Visions. Hopefully set up for a strong turn next turn. Okay. Let me put back the Scour, keep the... Or, sorry, put back the Salvaging, keep the Scour. And, hope and cope. Let's go to Mending over the second Wear Tear Glod. I'm curious what the reason of the decision that turn. I usually discard Mending somewhat aggressively because it has Flashback. Maybe I tend to, but I think maybe you could make a good case for discarding the second Wear Tear. I think both are probably fine. No! Damn it! That feels so bad to misclick there. I'm sorry. That was like really not a misclick we could afford to make. Like we could cast a Lich this turn, potentially do something else. Feels so freaking bad. I know I never played Breath of the Wild. We did get 2 trophies today. I was feeling like we were on a hot streak with this one. Game's not over. We'll see if we can salvage this game too. 3rd Ren and 6. Pretty good. I don't have white mana. It's ending anymore. I can't cast any spell in my hand. I'll yield. Yeah, so I would have actually even drawn the Phoenix, right? I would have drawn the Phoenix actually after casting the Scour. So weird. Okay, this is gonna be the end of today's stream. Nice long stream today. Got 2 trophies. We have 5 trophies in a 24-hour period. Very strong showing despite, losing that match there. Nice Flooded Strand too. And we still have a long rest of the race. Have had a good few days. I have a Channel Fireball article to write tonight, so I'm not going to be able to grind very much. I'll maybe play like 1 league or 2 before tomorrow, but I'll try to grind a little bit. Then